What's going on, YouTube? So, this is going to be my first video where I'm recording a video of myself. Welcome to the channel. It is called Curated Topics, presented to you by Curated Sense. So how we going to start off each episode, we're going to do a candle of the evening. Shout out to my boy Kevin Samuels. This candle right here, I call it the Titanic. It is made from I hope you all can see that, maybe. Made from a vodka company called Ship House. Alright, so this, I call it the Titanic because the scent is called Water Floral. And this scent is very bold, very pungent. Really fresh. It'll freshen up the air in any room that you're in. It's got water lily nectar, a little bit of what they call rain mist, and contributions from cucumber peel. And that's what makes it so good. I love how this candle smells. Probably my favorite of what I consider the fresh scents, you know what I'm saying? Definitely a must buy. So check us out. Remember, curatedsense.com. This scent is available. We also have almost over 50 other scents. We're going to have a sale for Father's Day coming up. That's 2 bottles of this size, 2 of the 5th size bottles, and those will be going for $50, or you can get 5 for $100. So check us out. So here over at Curated Sense LLC, I recycle liquor bottles and I turn them into candles. Cut off the tops, fill them with wax and that good scent. Have your house smelling amazing. Check us out on Instagram. That's at curated_sense_LLC. Once again, curated_sense_LLC. Check us out on Instagram. And check us out online, curatedsenseLLC.com. Alright, let's get into what I'm going to talk about tonight. So, I really want to introduce the channel and introduce my goals, things like that. I really want this channel to be motivational. I want to start it off with talking about myself, talking about some things I've been through, things like that, and really just hope to motivate somebody else who's, looking for something to relate to, looking for those types of things, maybe a little bit of advice. I'm 33 years old now, so I've been called old head a lot, or unk. Ooh, that is terrifying, but you know what, I'm going to take that plunge and I'm hopefully have something that I can offer to whoever's listening. Alright, so how am I going to use this channel for motivation? I think I just want to talk to the listeners about some of the things that I've been through, I had a non-traditional route when it came towards going to college. I've had a non-traditional route really when it's come to a lot of things, but especially my college going experience. And I think this will help, especially with some of the things I'm doing now in my lifetime, help motivate some other people who they might be considering college. They might be trying to look and see what their next step is. They might just need something that they can relate to help them keep on going. So I'm going to use this channel as a way to do that. I want to be able to share some experiences and some insights, as well as have some reactionary content. I want to talk about some things that are going on, things that I see, sports, just all of my hobbies and interests and things that I'm into. So that's what I'm going to use the channel for, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I will be trying to find a better camera. I'm using the webcam right now, but as somebody I know once said, we build it as we fly it, right? So that's going to be it for right now, and we're going to move on into our next topic. I plan on doing these videos maybe about every Monday or so. I don't know how long it's going to take for me to edit some of them. We'll find out. But for right now, look out for me every Monday. What do I want to talk about tonight? The first topic I think I'm going to talk about tonight, aside from the motivation and things like that, I want to talk about the Cavs. So I am from Cleveland, Ohio. Cavs fan. for quite a while. I really got into the Cavs this year. They really roped me in. I really paused. I really enjoyed how we played throughout the beginning of the season. Playoffs is a different story, man. The first thing I would like to say is I commend us on how we played this season. We had three great runs during the season of 10 plus wins each time. The biggest one was like 15, something like that before, and that was 15 in a row from the start. So kudos to those guys. They played really well. But what happened to y'all in the playoffs? That's what I really want to know. So, Kenny Atkinson, he won Coach of the Year, all of that. I commend him for that as well. He did a great job. But my question is, where were the game time adjustments, Kenny? When it came to the Pacers played us like they always did. They played us fast-paced, really, really bully type of defense, all up in your grill, guard you 94 feet. They don't want you to establish your offensive game, run any plays, things like that. The one time where I saw that we made some sort of adjustment, we actually won the game. That was the one game that we won. But Kenny, what were you doing, man? Where were the in-game adjustments? We weren't running the ball through our bigs. They were kind of quiet. I mean, Mobley, he had like 20 points, but watching the game, you really didn't even notice it. So, that would be my first question for the Cavs. When it comes to like the offseason, I don't know if we need to do any offseason moves. I think we really just need to focus on player development. Now, we may want to get somebody in to be like a starting forward, but I think of the addition of DeAndre Hunter, he should move into that starting role. I know they like to have Max Strus in there. Max Strus, for whatever reason, Max need to come off the bench, bro. DeAndre, he's where it's at. Pause. He has the skill set to be starting the game, and I think it would flow a lot better with him getting more minutes. He needs more minutes so that he can score more points. At the beginning of the year, first half of the year, he was the leading man for Sixth Man of the Year. He was leading by a lot, and he averaged the most points out of all bench players. So why is his usage not going up? Gotta get into that. So, other thing I saw, aside from the injuries, Darius Garland's got to play. Like, I know the toes messed up. I know you weren't feeling it. You had some other things lingering. And if we gonna get past the second round, we have to have him playing. He's a distributor of the ball. I would call him more of a true point guard. Yeah, he can get you 25, 30 points on any given night, but he is the floor general, and you need that type of guy in the game no matter what. Ty Jerome, not a floor general as we saw. I like the fact that he's able to change pace a lot and very easily, but that was not working against the Pacers, man. They had an answer for that, and going 1 for 8, 1 for 9, 1 for 12 in every game, that killed us, man. That really killed us. I also want to know what's up with Jarrett Allen. Now, that was my one concern during the year. Our usage of Jarrett Allen. Jarrett Allen can ball. It might not be seen all the time, but he can ball. I know he had the goal playing all 82 games. That might have played a role into it. But we really should be running the ball through him and Mobley a lot more than what I saw. His usage during the year, I mean, I think he could have got more minutes. I think you could have played him and Mobley together a lot more. Those sorts of things. That would have helped us kind of dominate the Pacers in that second round, in my personal opinion. I think we could develop Jared Allen more. Now, the one thing that I did like about Biggerstaff when Biggerstaff was here was he took Jared Allen and had him shooting some little elbow jumpers, some little inside the paint jumpers, hash mark jumpers, those sorts of shots, and they started to fall, man. But I didn't see any of that this year too much. We didn't have too many plays run through him. Now, we did take advantage of mismatches, so we did do that sometimes, but I just felt like Jared Allen's presence could have been felt more, boss. I think that, especially with him and Mobley on the floor at the same time, they have good chemistry. They know when each other is hot. They know how to get each other the ball. I didn't see too much of that, in that Pacers series. I know Mobley was injured too, but when he came back, he was looking like he was all right. So I don't know what's going on there. We got to fix that. But I am proud of our guys. I'm proud of us for getting that number one spot. I just wish it went to better use. You get the number one spot so you can have home court advantage, at least throughout the Eastern Conference playoffs. And I think that we could have utilized that position a lot better. We need those guys to be able to show up. But season's over now. Hopefully it's a learning experience for these guys. I've been leaving a lot of comments on the Cavs pages with just little suggestions, but who am I? I don't play professional basketball. I'm just saying what I see. And I think that we could be doing a lot better. All right. So, back on my Cavs. I got to get used to talking into the mic. I keep thinking that I got to come over here. I don't know if it works that way. Back to my Cavs though, man. So with the Cavs, bro, what was up with all those threes? That's something I forgot to talk about. What was up with all those threes? You missed 33s in the game. Do you think to stop taking them? For real. We gotta get the ball inside. We gotta get the ball. What happened to the mid-range game? We got some people who can shoot. Can y'all only shoot threes? Can you take one step inside the three line and shoot a mid-range jumper? What happened to the mid-range game? And that's a question for the NBA in general. What has happened to the mid-range game? You barely see it anymore, but the people who are successful in the league, they still have it as a part of their game. Now, I know the way Golden State used to play, and they won all those championships. They got Steph Curry. Y'all ain't Steph Curry. Y'all ain't making threes like that. Y'all not shooting from the next county over or the next city and still making it. So stop playing like that. You're not winning any games in the playoffs, at least, by shooting all those threes. Look at Boston. Boston, they out right now because they relied on their three-point game, and they did not win against New York. New York played hard-nosed basketball and got the dub. Now, some people are going to say, yeah, but Jason Tatum went out and this and that, and yeah, that's cool, but they were still down in the series before losing Tatum. And when they lost Tatum, they probably was going to lose that game. Let's keep it real. They was already down. They was probably losing that game. They was still going to be down 3-1. This live and die by the three-point style of play is killing us. I'm talking about the Cavs. I am not here for it. I want y'all to figure something else out. Now, I don't have a problem with y'all taking threes, but take threes that you know you're going to make. Donovan Mitchell coming down the floor shooting a 3 4 seconds into the shot clock. No. Ty Jerome, you got a fast break opportunity and you stop to take a 3. No. Put the ball into the basket. I will take 2 points over no points any day. Now, y'all trying to play catch up. I get it sometimes. Sometimes you like, okay, well, we got to make the 3. We got to make. It's called chipping away at a lead. And rely on your defense. If you can chip away at the lead, get your defense going, get a couple of stops, next thing you know, instead of being down 20, you down 8. I don't need you to just try and, play the hero ball and shoot all the threes to get back into the game. You gotta keep it smart. You gotta play smart basketball. This is where fundamentals come into play and things like that. The teams who you see win the most, especially in the playoffs and go deep into the playoffs, they got that fundamental basketball game down. And they know what they're doing. They'll take threes, they'll take risks. But when it comes down to it, they know what to do. So I need y'all to work on that this offseason, man, because I want to see us be successful. Cleveland is so lit when we are successful. And as a great fan base, like, we deserve another chip. I want us to get a chip without LeBron. I don't want, I want us to be able to do well and succeed just like every other team's fan base. But I just feel like we got guys who, they have the talent. You can tell they want it. But we gotta see it translate into the postseason. I'm tired of these second round endings, especially when we had the number 1 seed. It was looking real promising. All right, we're gonna close the show on out tonight. I want to give a special shout out and rest in peace to my grandmother. She was a journalist during part of her lifetime, and I think that plays a role into this as well. I want to pay homage to her. I want to do some things and walk in her footsteps just a little bit, as well as share my experiences. But I definitely take that motivation from her and from that aspect of her life. So I want to shout her out. And one of my friends, Aaron Animal, he is also on YouTube. He does a gaming channel and anime reactions, anime music video reactions. He also kind of inspired me to do some of this. And all the people who said I've got a great voice for it. So I've come across a couple of people, they just, hey, you should do a podcast. You talk a lot about different things and you've got the voice for it. So I want to thank them for motivating me and helping me to get started. I had to just break down one day and say, you know what, I'm going to learn this thing. I'm going to do it. So hope you all enjoy, and we'll see you on the next episode. This was brought to you by Curated Sense. I'm wearing some of the merch right now. Check us out. Check us out online, CuratedSenseLLC.com. Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all on the next episode.